Good afternoon. I'm Julius Algoles, the project manager of the Comunidad project here in Siargao. I'm from Siargao, local lang, taga Siargao City. So again, I'm the project manager of the project implemented by the Comunidad, funded by the UK Aid and the SIDA or the Sweden government.
Our focus on the early warnings in the context of tourism resilience is not just a topic, but a call to action as we collectively strive to protect and enhance these island futures. No?
Our strategy was very simple. We focus on first the science. You have to know if what's really in there. You know what? If you say we have to protect Siargao, what is there to protect in Siargao? What's really there? So what are you protecting? It's the mangroves, the coral reefs, the wildlife that lives in our wonderful island. So you have to know all of those. Then with the science, you have to start communicating back to your community. Early warning systems are very, very critical because we are part of the eastern side of the Philippines. Technologies like what Comunidad has been sharing with all of us allows us to prepare an upcoming storm. Like in the next 3 days, you already see that storm is coming, and because you have already the data that captures on a per barangay level that these are the areas that will be flooded, these are the potential areas that will be at risk, you know how to respond. And you practice the response. You don't just, put it on a manual and not actually try it.
Community-based tourism is just that not only a trend in tourism, but the Department of Tourism really focuses on this approach because it is our strong resolve, and we totally believe that through community-based tourism, that will only sustainability will only happen when we have to anchor in that form of tourism. It is because first and foremost, the major benefit that we can get from community-based tourism is human empowerment or people empowerment. With ecotourism as the focus, sustainability is inherent with that form of tourism.
For me, there's only one thing that I learned from, let's take Odette as our experience. So, it's the importance of preparedness. We should also invest in early warning sirens, the communication networks that provide timely alerts that could also minimize the negative impacts of disaster.
Sustainable tourism really starts with oneself. It's very important that discipline is instilled in everyone so that sustainable tourism can be achieved. Siargao is one of the protected areas in the Philippines that is already inhabited with people. So it is very important that people shall live in harmony with nature. So it is very important what the people are doing should be for the benefit also of the environment.
The best practices and experience of Siargao, which was organized, the dialogue which was organized by Comunidad. Our intention really is to learn and at the same time share our best practices.
One of my takeaways from this forum or from this discussion is investing on preparedness is building resilience, especially that we really need to involve our communities, the community people, because they're the ones on the ground. So we have to capacitate them, provide them with the proper knowledge that they need to have in order for them to be capacitated, in order for them to know when disaster comes and how to manage it.
It was a really strong event to show people talking together about being prepared for the for the next major events that are going to be happening on the island. If it's climate change, a potential typhoon, and any other disaster that could happen, and it basically showing preparedness on how the community is getting prepared on the island. So like I really recommend to come back and like listen to these kinds of events.
I would like to thank Komunidad for gathering us tonight for the launching of the Komunidad app, the Resilient Siargao web app of Komunidad. And I'm sure with this app, with this early warning device from Komunidad, it will empower individuals and communities that threatened by hazards to act in sufficient time and appropriate manner to reduce the possibility of personal injury or the loss of time and damage to property and environment. So thank you again to Ma'am Kay Sanggalang and the rest of the Komunidad team for bringing the Komunidad app here in Siargao.
There are 7,000 plus islands in the Philippines, and we hope that the small islands can learn from our mistakes, from our lessons as well, so that we can be inspired to continue the actions that we have been doing. So yeah, Siargao forever.